Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are talking about leftover paint. You know, those little bits and pieces that we all have sitting around in our garages and workshops. But don't throw them away just yet. There are so many creative and practical ways to use up those paint remnants, and I'm going to share some of my favorite ideas with you. First up, let's talk about fragmentary painting of walls. This is a great way to add some visual interest and personality to your space. You can use leftover paint to create geometric patterns, abstract designs, or even just a few splashes of color. The key is to embrace imperfection and let your creativity flow. Another great way to use leftover paint is for zoning. If you have a large room that you want to divide into different areas, paint can be a great way to do it. You can use different colors to define different zones, like a work area, a play area, or a dining area. This is a great way to create a sense of order and organization without having to build walls. Now, let's talk about doors. Doors are a great opportunity to add a pop of color or personality to your home. You can paint your doors a bold color, or you can use leftover paint to create a unique design. If you're feeling really adventurous, you can even paint a mural on your door. Speaking of doors, have you ever thought about using leftover paint to give your old batteries a new look? It's a fun and easy way to personalize your batteries and make them stand out. You can paint them with bright colors, patterns, or even your favorite characters. Just make sure the paint is non-toxic and safe for use on batteries. Another great way to use leftover paint is to change the color of furniture. If you have an old piece of furniture that you're looking to refresh, paint is a great way to do it. You can paint it a solid color, or you can use leftover paint to create a distressed look. The possibilities are endless. And let's not forget about mirrors. You can use leftover paint to modernize a mirror and give it a whole new look. You can paint the frame a bold color, or you can use leftover paint to create a unique design. If you're feeling really creative, you can even paint the mirror itself. If you have stairs, you can use leftover paint to add some color and personality. You can paint each step a different color, or you can create a pattern. This is a great way to make your stairs a focal point in your home. Speaking of focal points, leftover paint can also be used to create unusual lighting fixtures. You can paint lampshades, sconces, or even chandeliers. This is a great way to add a touch of personality to your home and make it feel more unique. And of course, we can't forget about frames. You can use leftover paint to give your photo frames and picture frames a new look. You can paint them a solid color, or you can use leftover paint to create a unique design. This is a great way to personalize your artwork and make it feel more special. Finally, let's talk about kitchen renovations. Leftover paint can be a great way to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking the bank. You can paint your cabinets, backsplash, or even your countertops. Just make sure to use a paint that is specifically designed for use in kitchens. So there you have it, folks. A whole bunch of creative and practical ways to use up those leftover paint remnants. Remember, don't throw them away. Get creative and have fun with it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more DIY tips and tricks. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are talking about all the amazing things you can do with leftover paint. You know, those little bits and pieces that are just sitting around, taking up space. Well, don't throw them away. There are so many creative ways to use them to add personality and style to your home. First up, we have painted dishes. This is a super easy and fun way to give your kitchen a little pop of color. Just grab some plain white dishes like plates, bowls, or mugs, and get creative with your leftover paint. You can paint the entire dish, or just add a little design or pattern. It's totally up to you. And the best part is, if you don't like it, you can always repaint it. Next, we have bookshelves and furniture legs. This is a great way to add a touch of color and personality to your furniture. Just grab some leftover paint and paint the legs of your bookshelf or any other piece of furniture. You can paint them all the same color, or you can mix and match colors for a more eclectic look. Another great idea is to use leftover paint to create a stripe on the wall. This is a super easy way to add some visual interest to your space. Just choose a color that complements your existing decor and paint a stripe across the wall. You can make the stripe as wide or as narrow as you like, and you can even use multiple colors to create a more complex design. Speaking of walls, you can also use leftover paint to create an arch or aperture in the wall. This is a great way to add some architectural interest to your space. Just choose a color that complements your existing decor and paint the arch or aperture. You can make it as large or as small as you like, and you can even add some decorative elements, like moldings or trim. And if you're feeling really creative, you can use leftover paint to create an original drawing on the wall. This is a great way to add a personal touch to your space. Just choose a color that complements your existing decor and get creative. You can draw anything you like, from simple geometric shapes to intricate landscapes. Window frames are another great place to use leftover paint. Just grab some leftover paint and paint the frames of your windows. You can paint them all the same color, or you can mix and match colors for a more eclectic look. Flower pots are another great way to use leftover paint. Just grab some plain terracotta pots and paint them with your leftover paint. You can paint them all the same color, or you can mix and match colors for a more eclectic look. You can even add some decorative elements, like stencils or glitter. Tin cans are another great way to use leftover paint. Just grab some empty tin cans and paint them with your leftover paint. You can paint them all the same color, or you can mix and match colors for a more eclectic look. You can then use the painted tin cans to store things, or you can even use them as planters. And finally, we have the Griffel refrigerator. This is a great way to add some personality to your kitchen. Just grab some leftover paint and paint your refrigerator with chalkboard paint. You can then use chalk to write messages, draw pictures, or even create a menu. Another great idea is to use leftover paint to create a handmade shelving unit. This is a great way to add some storage space to your home. Just grab some leftover paint and paint some wooden boards. You can then assemble the boards into a shelving unit. You can even add some decorative elements, like brackets or trim. So there you have it. A whole bunch of ideas for using leftover paint. I hope you've been inspired to get creative and put those leftover paint cans to good use. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more DIY projects and home decor ideas. And let me know in the comments what you're going to use your leftover paint for.